Good morning. There's another very practical ramification that's relevant in their discussion of mimareach, of spreading. As we've mentioned, semi-solid substances such as creams or ointments that don't naturally flow like a liquid are subject to at least a derabanan prohibition, if not the deoraisa malacha of mimareach. One such significant example is the application of ointments or creams on a wound, especially, for example, a diaper rash on a baby or a wound on an adult that requires some form of cream, Neosporin, or something similar. Is there any permissible way to apply those? So as mentioned, one is not allowed to go ahead and place it on the wound and rub it in. However, it is important to recognize that the prohibition of mimareach is only transgressed when done in a rubbing or smearing motion, in which the surface is spread with pressure by means of a lateral motion when one rubs it up and down the skin or the wound. However, when it's simply pressed upon to flatten it by dabbing it or something similar, that is not considered mimareach, and that would be permitted at least on things which are only subject to the prohibition of mimareach midirabanan in the first place, which is all creams and ointments and the like. And therefore, such items, such creams are able to be applied in this way in a permissible manner. As long as no lateral rubbing or smearing is performed, then it is entirely permitted to place that Neosporin or that Desitin or what it may be upon the wound in order to allow for that healing, as long as it is not rubbed in a lateral motion. When it is simply placed upon that wound and pressed down in a vertical motion, that becomes permissible. Similarly, if one wants to put that cream not directly on the wound, on the skin, but on the item itself, for example, one wants to put Neosporin on the Band-Aid or put the diaper cream on the diaper itself and then press it firmly against the wound or skin, that would also be permissible. And if it spreads by means of normal bodily movements, then that is not subject to the prohibition. So again, while smearing any form of semi-solid cream or ointments are prohibited, when done so, when someone is in discomfort and in pain, and when done so not by a smearing motion, but simply by a dabbing vertical motion, then it is permitted, as well as when put upon the Band-Aid or the diaper or the bandage as necessary, that is also permitted to then go ahead and firmly press it against the wound or skin. Have a great day.